On today's show, we're going to craft and create our own quick clam chowder. Yes, perfect for these cold winter days. You need a little something to warm your body up. It is perfect, and it definitely is fairly quick. And I'm guessing that you probably have quite a few of these ingredients in your pantry and maybe even in your freezer right now. Welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Murray. Hey, why don't we go ahead and get started on our quick clam chowder right now. Let's take a look at our ingredients for our quick clam chowder. Well, we've got a cup of milk. We've got a cup of heavy cream. We've got 4 tablespoons of butter. We've got right here, this is a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And I'll talk a little more about why I'm using cayenne instead of plain black pepper. We've got potato, 2 potatoes, and we've got a sweet onion. We've got some parsley. We've got some fresh thyme right here. And then what makes this a quick clam chowder is we've got, obviously, canned clams in their juices. These are minced or chopped. And then we've got cream of celery soup, cream of potato soup, and then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of white wine. I'm using a Riesling. Use whatever wine you want. I like my chowder to have just a little hint of sweetness. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way for a second. And you know, what the heck? Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to make a base first, and we're going to come in with our cream of celery soup, just like this. Okay, try not to make too much of a mess. I know that's going to happen, and I'm sure you do too. So in we go. Oh, by the way, I heated my my pot up, and that kind of scared me there for a second. Now we're going to come in, whoa, with our see, I told you, with our cream of potato soup, just like that. Okay. Voila. Now, there it is. There's the mess. Told you. Anyway, so let's come in here with our milk, just like that. I'm going to use all that. It was just a little more than a cup. And we come in with our heavy cream, like so. That's almost our base. Now I'm going to come in with our whisk. I'm going to turn this up to about a medium high. And now I'm going to come in and just combine our 2 liquids and our soup, so it becomes one nice thick little liquid base for us. So just like that. There we are. Oh yeah, perfecto. Yes sir. Now tell you what, I'm probably turn that down. Okay, probably done with that. Now we're going to come in and we're going to add our clams and the clam juice, just like that. Let's see, try not to get hurt. There we are. Yeah, you got to be careful with these things. Just like that. Voila, we're almost done with our clam chowder. Hard to believe it's that simple and that easy. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this up again, a little above medium high, because I want this thing to come back to a boil. Grab our spoon. But what we don't want to do, excuse me, is let this, as it comes to a boil, burn. So you want to come in here and just give it a nice little stir and make sure it's not sticking to the bottom and scorching and burning. And I promise you that will completely ruin your soup, because you can't get that burnt flavor out. Okay, so potatoes. We do have cream of potato soup, but I want to add a few more potatoes to that. We've got an onion right here. We're going to use half of that onion. So I tell you what, we're going to let this come to a boil. We're going to go on standby right here. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and peel our potatoes. Oh man, all right, that's looking good. It's starting to warm up. We need to come in here and add our aromatics, our herbs. And we've got my favorite, thyme and long leaf parsley. So we're going to come in here. We're going to grab, I don't know, 1, 2, that'll be good. That's three four little pieces of our parsley. I don't know what we got in here, but I'm going to go ahead and use that whole thing. Whatever that can be, I don't know how you want to qualify that, but there you go. That's it. Got a little piece of twine. I don't know, I know y'all seen me use this numerous times. It's known as a bouquet garni, and that can consist of just about any herb that you want. So again, I'm just going to come in, give this a little tie, cut these off because we don't need all of that, just like so, into the disposal area. And now I'm going to come in with a little measuring cup, and I'm just going to bruise this up, and that kind of helps release those oils and helps get those flavors and oils and all into our base, just like that. So now I'm going to get back to letting this come to a complete boil, and then we'll be ready to finish it off as I finish cutting that up and peeling our potato. Oh, heck yeah, we're just coming to a boil. See if you can see that. Let me get the spoon out of the way. See, we're getting a little bit of bubbles in there. So I tell you what, we're going to come in with our cayenne pepper, just like so. Okay. Now we're going to come in here with some salt. Just, it's kind of a heavy pinch, and I'm using pink Himalayan, whatever. I've got kosher here that I can also use. We got table salt, whatever, Malden, whatever you want to use, that's fine. Now the neat thing, and the reason I'm using the cayenne peppers, I've mentioned this before when I'm making a chowder, a milk-based soup, is after it gets mixed in there, it just kind of sort of disappears, but the flavor is there. Now, when you get in there with your black pepper, obviously you're going to see that all over the place, and kind of like to maybe not have little black specks throughout. Although we're going to probably have some little green ones in here with the broken up bundle of deliciousness. And speaking of that, when I come in and stir every now and again, I kind of sort of give that little bundle of goodness, those herbs, that bouquet garni, a little hit with my spoon. Now I'm going to turn this down some. We're going to come in here with our wine, and I'm going to put in probably, I don't know, a heavy quarter cup or so, maybe a third, what the heck, doesn't matter. And then we're going to come in here, we're going to finish it off with our butter. So right there, our base for the most part is done. Now I'm going to turn it down, and we're going to let this kind of sort of simmer away while we work on our last two little ingredients. So here we go, just like that. Oh yeah, oh man, that smells good. Yes it does. Okay, so there we are. Try not to make a mess. Okay, our potatoes. Let's see here. I will take, we'll move you out of the way. Oh, and by the way, I use one of the old, vegetable peelers to peel the the taters. No big deal. And then cut my onion in half, cut the root and the top off, and then took that first layer off, and it'll be good to go here in a second. Now I'm going to dice this one, and then I'm going to shred this one. And the neat thing about the shred, when we shred that thing, we're it's going to break down a lot quicker and help thicken our soup some. Again, make sure. There you go. Just want to make sure it's not sticking. So come in here, just like so, and just make nice equal cuts if you can, just like that. And then right here, try not to cut my fingers, just like so. I'm going to take that one. I'll deal with him in a minute as with that. Okay, again, come in, cut like so, long cut like that. Now I'm going to come in and we're going to create a cross cut just like that. And then voila, we got our little cubes of taters, just what we need, just like that. Now, come in, we'll grab this. All right, Mr. Spoon, you go over there. In you go. Voila. Okay, just like that. Start cooking away. Now we'll just come in here with these, and just give that a very quick and rough cut. And be careful. There we go. Okay. So now next, what are we going to do here? Come in here with our grater, and we're just going to grate away, just like that. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. Don't want to grate the tips of my fingers off. So there we are. Off you go this way. And now we can do the same thing with our onion. It's going to also break down quickly and just impart all its flavors into, see there, our liquid. All right, I think that's going to be just enough. Whatever's on the bottom is going to go in there, and voila, we're done. Quick rinse of the hand, and I tell you what, that is almost our clam chowder. It is. I mean, that's how quick and simple it can be to create this thing. So come in, we're going to give this a nice stir. I mean, oh, check all that. Those clams, those taters. Oh, man. And the smell. Cannot wait to get a hold of some of this here in a few minutes. All right, I tell you what, we're going to let this thing simmer for about 10 or 15 minutes so those little diced potatoes are nice and tender. Oh, I cannot wait to get a hold of that. Man, it smells great again. Wow. So, I tell you what, now, speaking of the diced potatoes and the shredded potatoes like we just did, there's something else you can use. Check this out. You might even have these things. Here, shredded hash browns. Perfect. Right here, the Southern style hash browns. They're cubed. So, you know, you don't have to do what we just did with shredding and cubing. Hey, you may even have them in your freezer. Who knows? So anyway, we're going to let this thing come back to a heavy simmer, and we're going to let it cook and extract all those great flavors and bring them throughout our chowder. Oh man, check that out. Oh wow, man, you can see those taters in there, the cubes, and we still have a little bit of the shredded in there, add a little bit more of a texture to it. And we've got our clams. I think it is time for us to plate it up, bowl it up, whatever. We got a bowl, we got our acacia plate right there. I tell you what, I think it is time for us to plate. So, in you go there. I'm going to grab this, come over here, and we're just going to grab ourselves some quick clam chowder, just like this. Oh man, tell you what, that stuff, the taters are starting to break down and is starting to thicken itself up. Come down here and get some of that good stuff on the bottom, just like so. And this bowl is super hot down below, but man, oh wow, check that out. Oh, the smells are awesome. I tell you what, we've got a little bit of chopped cilantro, parsley, cilantro, what the heck. Anyway, we got a little bit of chopped parsley we're just going to add on top. Boom, just like that. And I tell you what, talking about parsley, why don't we come in here and grab us, I don't know, how's that look? You know what, we'll grab this guy right here, toss him back there. Check it out, just add that in here just for a little bit of presentation. Wow, there we go. Quick clam chowder, took less than, well, it took right at about 20 minutes from start to finish right there. Man, I hope y'all give that a shot. It is delicious. Hey, you know what? Since it's a little cold right now, we head down to the Bahamas. Hey, check that video out. Conch chowder. Heck yeah, down in the Abacos right here. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. I tell you what, give us a shot. Let me know how it turns out. And until next time, God bless, and we'll see you soon.